Good morning, my dear children. I hope all are safe and ready to celebrate New Year, maybe, isn't it? Okay, now we are not discussing any other matters now. Directly, we come to the topic. Last class, that is the first class, that is in live class, we discussed about the syllabus, what are the portions in the economic applications, and what is the paper pattern, and what are the topics. Okay, then we studied what is meant by demand and what is the difference between demand and want, and three types of demand. These all things we studied in the last class. I hope it is clear for you. Then now we will study the factors affecting demand, otherwise determinants of demand. In such a way also we can say. Sometimes they will ask, mention three determinants of demand, otherwise they will ask factors affecting demand. Now we will study one by one. Then first one is price of the product. Price of the product. We already know that demand means the quantity which is in the quantity demanded, the thing what we demanded, that thing is the commodity is in our hand, actual purchase of that commodity. I hope it is clear for you. Therefore, what are the factors affecting it? First one, price of the product. Actually, what happens when there is an increase in the price? What will be the demand of that good, that commodity? Suppose if you are going to the market, you will ask about, before buying one commodity, one good, you will ask what is the price of that commodity. Then by getting that price information, you will think about it. Okay, how much I have to buy? If the price of the good is increasing, automatically its demand will decrease, isn't it? If we used to get 10 kg rice in the price of 100 rupees, I just simply saying about, not the actual thing, but imagine 10 kg rice with 100 rupees we used to get before, we were getting like that, but now it is 150 rupees for 10 kg rice. Then automatically you have to give more 50 rupees, isn't it? Therefore automatically you will reduce the quantity of the good. Then maybe you will choose only 8 kg or 7 kg because price is increased. It is the case of most of the goods. The price is increasing, automatically demand will decrease. Therefore, when we are saying the price of that good, price of the product, price increased, demand decreased. That is opposite relation between the price of the product and the quantity demanded. Opposite relation, otherwise negative relation we can say, otherwise inverse relation. Such a way also we can say, not a direct relation. Therefore, price is increasing, demand decreasing. That is the first factor affecting demand. First determinant of demand. Therefore, price of the product. Which product you are going to buy, that product. Clear? Now the second one is income of the consumer. Income of the consumer. Then what happened when the increase in our income, if my salary is increased, automatically my purchasing power is increasing because I have more money to buy the goods. Then demand will also increase. Clear? If income is increasing, demand also increased. Therefore, income of the consumer is increasing, demand is also increased. Here by seeing the arrow mark, you know that direct relation, positive relation. Clear? Price and quantity demanded, that is opposite relation. Income and demand is direct. Income is reducing, what happened? Our demand also decreased. But income is increasing, demand also increased. But here some exceptional cases are there. If my income is increased, I used to take public transport to reach to school, but my income is increased. Now I prefer to use my own vehicle. The price of the product, we said which product we are going to buy. It is directly related to the price of that product and the same product's demand. But here some changes are there. Price of related goods. Then in that related goods, you should know about two type of goods. One is complementary goods, another one is substitutes. What do you mean by complementary goods? Complementary goods are the goods which we are using together. We can say it is using together, otherwise consumed together. Then only we can use it. Suppose tennis ball and racket, cricket bat and ball, car and petrol. Without petrol we can not use car. We cannot drive car, isn't it? Such cases, ink and pen. Ink and pen. Then blackboard, it is there, either marker or chalk should be there. Therefore, these are complementary goods. Therefore, what will happen? If the price of car is increasing, automatically its demand will reduce, that is sure. Then petrol demand reduced. Opposite way also you can say, if the price of petrol is increasing too much, automatically the people will not buy too much vehicles, car. Clear? It's a demand. The demand for car is reduced. Just like ink and pen. Just like a cricket ball and bat. I already said these things are known as complementary goods. Then another one is substitutes. Substitute. You heard about if one teacher is taking leave, then you are very clever to come and watch in the staff room board who is coming in our substitution period. Because one teacher is coming in the place of another teacher. Isn't it? Substitution period, you are very clever to watch. The same way, if the price of one product is increasing too much, what will happen to the demand of other product? Clear? Example, if price of coffee is increasing, then demand for tea also increased. Got the point? Price of coffee increased, automatically its demand will reduce. But we are not saying about the demand of coffee. We are saying the demand of tea. Price of coffee increased, the demand for tea increased. Same way, if the cool drinks, if you are taking the case, if the price of Pepsi is increasing, automatically its demand will decrease. Then demand for Coca-Cola may be increased. Clear? That is substitutes. Price of chicken is increasing, the demand for pork is increasing. Clear? Therefore, price of related goods, when we are saying, you should know about substitutes and complementary goods. Then only you can clearly explain the factor affecting demand, prices of related goods. Okay, then what are the 3 points we said? Many points are there, we will discuss. Then price of the product, income of the consumer, prices of related goods. Clear? If price of the product, price increase, demand decrease. Income of the consumer, income increase, demand also increased. Then price of related goods. In the case of complementary goods, price increased, demand for other product decreased. Substitutes, what will happen? Price of one product increasing, the demand for another product is increasing. Clear? Therefore, these two will be very clear when you are writing, because when we are saying about related goods, substitutes and complementary goods are there. Without this mentioning this one, you cannot write the explanation of these prices of related goods. Okay, now the fourth factor affecting the demand. The fourth one is consumers' taste and preferences. Our taste and preferences to buy a product. Then we are not bothered about the price. Consumers' taste and preferences. Fourth point is taste and preferences. Here, what will happen? If we are happy to buy one item, then we are not bothered about its price, isn't it? Some taste, we are always wanted some branded items only. We are not bothered about the price of some items. Then as taste and preferences shift from one commodity to another, then the demand for the first commodity reduces and the demand for the second commodity increases. I used to buy one item, but now I am not interested in that item. The new variety came in the market. Purpose is same, but maybe some attractive one and a more shining one maybe, and you like it. Maybe it's outer appearance, maybe you like it, some branded names you like it, then your taste and preference shifted to from one commodity to another. Therefore, it will also affect the demand of the product. Here, you know that first we are using the mobile phone, starting one mobile one, small one, the numbers we can see, button type. But now it is touch screen, isn't it? Therefore, from Java phones to smartphone, our taste is changed. Therefore, some items, our taste is changing. According to that, demand is also changing. Therefore, at that time, we are not bothered about the price. Here, the topic price is not at all there. We are saying what are the factors affecting demand. Here, the taste and preference of the consumer affect the demand of a commodity. Clear? Therefore, nowadays we know new variety of goods are coming and different types and attractive modes type. Okay, therefore we are choosing that one. This is the fourth factor, taste and preferences. Then next one, expectation of future price. Expectation of future price. Here, expectation. Suppose we are expecting tomorrow, otherwise next week, there is a chance to reduce the price. There is a chance to reduce in the price. Then what will happen presently? There is a chance, we are expecting that in future, there is a chance to reduce the price. Clear? Then automatically, this is expectation. What will happen to the demand of the product now present? Its demand is also decreasing now, because we know that there is a chance to decrease the price of that product, then we can buy at that time. Clear? Therefore, expectation, the same way, just opposite. If we know that there is a chance to increase in the price, then at present what will happen? Our demand will increase. That is future expectation. Clear? Therefore, suppose you know about the budget before the budget day, otherwise you are getting the information tomorrow, today midnight onwards, there is a chance to rise in the price of the petrol. Then you can see a big queue in front of the petrol pump. Isn't it? An increase in the price. Then today we will buy more. If expectation is decrease in price, then presently demand will be reduced. We are planning to buy later. Clear? That is future expectation of prices. Okay. Now, third one, next one, not third one, fifth one, then sixth one is population. By the word itself, you know that you can say the explanation of this one. Population increases, automatically demand increases. Population decrease, demand also decreased. If there is an increase in population, automatically its demand is also increasing. Okay, then suppose in an area more females are there, then automatically the demand for female items will be increased. That is quite natural. Therefore, population is increasing, demand is also increasing. Now the next point is weather conditions. Weather conditions, it's easy to understand, because if there is a change in the weather, according to that weather we will buy the products. Weather conditions, if in the winter season, what all our items we prefer? Now winter season, December month going to finish, and in this is winter season. Therefore, but in Kerala we are not facing that much extreme climate, but in north side extreme. Winter is so extreme, summer is also so extreme. In winter season -degree also. Therefore, 24 hours they have to wear the woolen items, blanket, jacket, socks and gloves, all these things they wear. Therefore, the demand for such items in the winter season is more. The same way in summer season, what will happen? The demand for ice cream, cotton clothes and cool drinks is increasing. isn't it? And rainy season, the demand for umbrella and raincoat. Therefore, according to the weather conditions, demand is also changing. That is why one of the factors affecting demand is weather conditions. I hope it is clear for you. Now, next one is consumer credit facilities. What do you mean by credit facilities? Credit, the word credit, you heard about credit. But what do you mean by actually means consumer credit facility? Here, credit, actually if I will use the word loan, then you will get more clarification. Because credit, if we facility, because if we have the capacity to take loan from the bank, you know that when we are taking loan from the bank, automatically we have to pay back the money with interest, isn't it? If we are taking 1,000 rupees from the bank, we have to give more than 1,000 rupees according to the percentage. If 4% interest or 5% interest, after 1 year, if you are returning the amount, capital plus interest, principal amount, that is what you took from the bank, plus interest also you have to give to the bank. In such cases, if the interest rate is high, automatically the credit facility is a little tough. Then people will not take too much loan from the bank because interest rate is very high. Then automatically the demand will be less. If we are not able to take the credit loan from the bank, we are not having the money in our hand, then automatically the demand will be less. Just opposite in the case, if the credit facility is so easy, because rate of interest is very less, and then automatically people are very happy to take the credit, the loan. Then purchasing capacity is more, automatically the demand will be increased. Therefore, consumer credit facility is also affecting the demand of a product. Therefore, these consumer credit facilities, interest rate is very high, demand is low, interest rate is low, demand is high. Clear? Now the last point is government policy. Totally 9 points are there. Last one is government policy. What is the government policy? Government is also issuing some policy, no? Implement some policy. Therefore, in the government policy also affected the demand of the commodities. Here, if government is increasing the tax, sales tax, custom tax, many excise duties are there. GST, normally we are using to say GST, goods and services tax. Then, you know that when you are going to purchase a product, a commodity, we are giving the money of that product. But don't think that it is only the price of the product we are giving. We are giving the tax also. Later you will study the direct tax and indirect tax. Okay, we already informed when there is an increase in the tax, automatically price will increase and the demand will be reduced. Okay, these are all the factors we studied that affecting the demand. What are the factors we studied? Total 9 points are there. First one we studied the price of the product. In the price of the product, if there is an increase in the price of that product, automatically its demand will be decreased. Okay, that is the first one because same product itself. Second, we studied income of the consumer. If there is an increase in the income, automatically there is an increase in the demand for the commodities. Clearly, because direct relation between income and the demand. But in price and demand, inverse relation. Third one, price of related goods. In the price of related goods, we should know what is complementary goods and substitutes. Then only we can write about the change in demand according to the change in price. Clear? Because complementary goods, demand will be decreased, substitutes, demand will be decreased, not for the same product, but the another product. Okay? Then fourth one, we studied the taste and preferences. According to the consumer's tastes and preferences also, the change in demand is there. Okay, then these all factors, expectation of future price and population and weather conditions, consumer credit facility, government policy. These all factors except the first one, the price of the same product. Other factors all related to the things Things means that population increasing, taste and preference increasing, it is not at all related to price. It is not at all connected with price. Only the first factor. Why I am specifically saying that? Because we have to study law of demand, and we have to study demand schedule and demand curve. Therefore, law of demand is only related to the price of the product and not other things, because when we are studying the law of demand, all these factors, there is no change. Clear? Okay, in detail we will study. This is about the factors affecting demand. I hope it is clear, and I will send the notes also. Write in your notebook. I want to see the notebook, and you know very well how to keep the notebook. Clear? Therefore, write it very well, point wise, and explanations what I am sending, that's only now you can read, because you don't have any textbook now. Okay, thank you. Next class we will see.